after my family and I moved to Selma, we were looking for a dog. So I went to the animal shelter here in Selma and went in the back to look at the options they had for adoptable pets. And there was this 5'0" lady back there dressed in a plastic suit in the middle of August, real beet red face and wearing a big floppy hat and plastic gloves, and she was washing down kennels and putting water in dogs' bowls, and looked like she was about to fall out from the heat. But I just can't say enough about her and her commitment to not only the animals in this community, but the people who live here. She gave so much civically to Selma and Dallas County, and even before her death, gave her family farm and homestead to what has now become Sky Hill, which is a facility where dogs are taken for training and for boarding, and it allows them to roam free on the many acres that they have out there. And I thought that was really, a fine legacy for her to leave to this community and to the pets and animals here.
A lot of people judge their life on what they've accomplished. Kaye didn't. She took no pride in what she had done in her life. She took no pride in her assets. She took no pride in the titles after her name. She took no pride in the fact of what she had been elected to in other parts of her life. What she took pride in was that she poured her life out, that she poured her life into each and everything that she came in contact with, to the point that they could then become full and pass that blessing and that grace on to others.
I don't know anyone who had a greater passion for animals, and from a sweat equity, day-to-day labor standpoint, but she also had the vision for a in perpetuity support, continuing support for all animals that were disadvantaged, and it was my pleasure to be part of the opportunity for her to see that vision come to fruition before her untimely death.
Kaye stayed on track, even in the face of an obstacle as overwhelming as ovarian cancer. She stayed on track to accomplish her goal. Her heart never left that passion to build, the animal society. It was never reduced by any amount of poor health or discouragement. She never lost that wonderful smile of determination. So what kept her alive to the very end was the passion of knowing that her dream was coming true, that while she might not be here to see it in reality, she knew that it was going to come true. And I'm pretty sure she sees it now.
This is actually Kaye's childhood home. Her and her husband decided that they wanted to build a legacy that would be Sky Hill. This was Sky Hill Farms when she was growing up, hence the name Sky Hill Animal Society. She donated the property, and it is dedicated strictly to caring for animals. We have horses that come through the program that need care. We have dogs. We have a cat program. We don't house cats out here to date, but we are pretty well set up where we could house any animal that needed a place to stay until it got into a better home.
But Kaye's dream was, after they got back from Kanab, Utah, for the Best Friends Animal Sanctuary, which is the largest of its type in the country, as I understand it, was to do something with this place, which we both were all in favor of. And so from then on, it just sort of snowballed and skyrocketed, and that's where we are today. And we've got good management, have a good board, and I personally look forward to the legacy going on with Lynn and with Kaye. And it's just a good thing.